guys, welcome to Crazy Tech. In this video, we will be learning about user input and output. Let's get started. In my previous video, I have discussed the array of strings, but I forgot to discuss array of characters. It's initialization of array of characters. So in array of strings, we have to initialize a string with a double quote, but in array of characters we have to use single quote. Okay, and initialization should be begin with square bracket. Okay, let's play it. Here go. Here you have a having 1 cross 2 string. It's have one row and contain 2 string. Hey, it's me. But when I declare within a single quote, it becomes an array of characters. Okay, let's see. Here you go. B, it's having 1 cross 13 row, means it's an array of 13 characters. Okay, fine. So now we'll discuss how to give user input. So there is a function called input. Okay, enter anything. Let's use like this. Okay, and run it. Now if I give a number, let's say 1024, then fine, C is taken as a number 1024. If I give anything other than a number, let's say it will do display an error. Okay, because it's not an integer. So what should I do? I have to tell the compiler what time I'm going to enter. It's a string. Okay, so tell the compiler that it's a string. Okay, waiting for input. Okay, now I can give any character of my like. Let's say 1 to S3 S hash. Okay, so now here you go. C is taken as a 1 cross 4 character rather than a string. So it's consists of 4 character array. Okay, you may tell you may say like that it's a 1 cross 1 string, but right now it's a character array of characters. So S for string, that user will be providing with a string variable. So I recommend you to use S quote unquote every time if you want an user input. Okay, so let's say what I expect from my user, that he or she should enter a string, then she would take care of it, that anything user will give it will store inside C. What if I want that users must provide with an integer? Okay, let's say enter any number. So I want my users should enter an integer. Okay, so I am giving an integer, let's say 1024. Okay, but I want the so C is 1024, it's an array of character, so I want it to convert back to the integer. So I have discussed in previous video, there is a function called str2num. Okay, in this manner you can waiting for a number, enter any number, let's say 1024. So D is 1024, D is an integer. Okay, so in practical scenario, by mistake, if user provided a character with a number by mistake 1024, let's say I want to give a 0, instead of giving 0 I have placed here with a O. Okay, let's say run it, 1024 O. Okay, so what will happen, let's hit enter. Okay, D here is stored with a empty matrix. Okay, so if D is a null character, sorry, null matrix, so I can guess that there is some flaw in my user input. So I would suggest you to write like this: if length of D is equal to 0, display, enter a valid number, else end. Okay, okay, it's showing using is empty. Okay, I forgot that you can use is empty. Okay, if D is a null matrix, is empty will give you 1, otherwise it will give you logic 0. So play this, enter number 1024 O, enter a valid number. Okay, if I use correct number 1024, enter. Okay, D is stored with 1024. So guys, you can use this is empty to determine it's a empty matrix or not. Okay, that's all. Now let's say to show user output, so I have been using this function many times. It's display function. You can show your output of any variable using display. If I want to let's say display provided number is okay. I guess display only takes one argument, not multiple argument. Let's check it. Document display, yes, it's taking only one argument, but I can give it indirectly multiple argument. How could I do that? I just initialize an array of strings provided number, place it here like C. Let's see. Delete display E 1024. Here you go. So provided number with 1024, but why it is showing like that? Provided number with a quote unquote mark and 1024 with a quote unquote mark, because I have told you that double quote gives you string, but single quote gives you array of characters. So what I need to do, give a single quote. Okay, here you go. Now okay, it looks fine. So indirectly you can show multiple strings or array of characters. So now if I want to have a new line between strings. So remember in C there is a character called /n, but here you have to do it in other way. Let's say I have a array of characters here. It's me. So comment it. Okay, here it's me. So /n doesn't work here, so I have to use character 13. Okay, okay, hold on a sec. Before that, let me tell you something about character. So in previous video I have shown you character is used to convert strings to character array, but character has also got an extra utility. Let's say I am initializing an array of integers. Let's say 65, b is equal to character of a. So what it does, it every character has got an ASCII value. Let's say capital A is having ASCII value of 65, then C has 68 ASCII value. So it will convert array of integer to its corresponding characters. Okay, it converts ASCII value to its corresponding characters. So run it first. Okay, A D E S C, 65 for A, 68 for D. Okay, I'm clear. So here in this case, for new line, there is a new line means /n. It's having ASCII value of 13. Okay, so I am converting 13 into character, so that I will have a new line between here and it's me. Run it. Here you go. Hey, it's me. Okay. Some people also use printf. Okay. Let's say here /n, it's me. Some people also, here you go, here, then new line, it's me. But I won't recommend you to use printf, because doc printf. So printf basically used for writing data to text file. Okay, you may use it or may not, I don't know how it would behave during runtime. So guys, I would recommend you to use character array to display any string rather than using fprintf, but choice is up to you. So now if I want to place a new tab between hey it's me, so ASCII value of new tab is means horizontal tab is 9. So run it. Here you go. Hey it's me. I think you guys have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then hit like button and subscribe button. If you have any doubt and any suggestion, feel free to comment in comment box. That's all. Thanks. Bye bye for now. Take care.